Yo, what up? Well, this is a beautiful day, and today I'm going to be talking about why it's important not to care about the validation of women and the validation of anybody. Well, it's confidence. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about confidence and ways you can actually build it. For one thing, the blue pill man, his mission on life is to excel, to impress the whole, to impress women. That's what the blue pill man wants to do. He will get mad over every small thing that he doesn't accomplish if he can't get that whole. The MGTOW man is going to be opposite of that. We're going to be happy for the smallest thing. The smallest thing that you do, you should be very happy for it. Oh, let's say if you were at work and you saw a piece of trash on the ground. Pick up the piece of trash and throw it away. At any job, that would be very acceptable. Most jobs, that would be very acceptable. And you actually did a good job. And you should be happy for that. Let's say if you own a business and you made $1 profit, be happy about that. But the blue pill guy, man, if he's with certain women, he's not going to be happy at all. He's going to want more and more and more. But the MGTOW guy will be happy and will grow happily. And that's the difference. We're going to actually be the ones that will be growing happily. We'll be progressing happily. We'll be happy for what we have. And one good way to make sure you keep your confidence in check is get one of these little boards right here. You see this? Is a erasable board. And write stuff down. Write good stuff you done for today. Maybe you picked up the piece of trash. Write it down. See, if you write it down and do good, and you did a good job, and it was a good job, write it down. This is what you did. And the validation needs to come from yourself, not from others. Well, let's say if you want to compare yourself to a gym. If you want to see you're strong, you don't have to be the strongest man there. Like for instance, I could say 8 pull-ups is very good for a pull-up. Well, some man may be able to do 50, and probably 8 out of 10 men probably can do 2. So I mean, you don't have to compare yourself. You see, you're comparing the number 8 to what you can do. Again, write it down. That would be good. Well, I looked up some more information on CDF. And now we're going to get into this a little bit right now. Last time I went up to 25 on these notes. But now let's talk about counter steering. Is turning the wheel back in the other direction after steering to avoid a traffic emergency. 21. 22. This is true about double clutching. You can use the tachometer to tell you when to shift. So you need to use a tachometer. I don't know how to pronounce it, but name 2 causes of fires in a semi. Undeflated tires and DUALS, that touch. 24. If you have a heavy load that is slowing you down on upgrade, you should shift into a lower gear. Now I'm going to talk about the pre-trip engine compartment inspection. Well, with this, I actually looked up information, and there's a lot of things you need to look up, really do, to do it right. The conditions of the hoses, the electric wiring insulation. If the truck is leaning, you can check from the front of the truck to see if the truck is leaning first. Also, you can check if there's oil under a truck before you start it. That will work. Check light quality, see if there's any dirt and stuff or shear on the lights. So you need to be clean. That can be done. And there's a few types of motors out there in trucks. Kenworth, and some of them have Mercedes. And there's others out there that I don't know of, but there are. You can check the water pump to see if the belt is tight. It needs to be 3/4 inch. You should be able to push it down 3/4 of an inch. Belt play, that will be good on all belts. Also check the water pump to see if it's leaking or if it's cracked. Overflow reservoir, see if there's water there. And the funny thing is, some reservoir, some of them can get air in it. So there's some adjustment on ways to for the coolant to go through. Some of them have air, so there's watch out for that. Windshield wipers, air compressor pump, power steering pump. Look for leaking of that. Oil fill cap, make sure it's on. Check oil. Check the alternator. Check the frame. Make sure it's not cracked. The shock. Left spring, which is in the front of the truck. Front steer axle. Make sure it's not cracked. Steering shaft. 10-degree play, no more. On the steering shaft. 10-degree play, no more. Power steering reservoir. 3-piece steering linkage. Tie rod not cracked. Brake line. And stuff like that, and check the brakes. Why should you back toward the driver's side? Backing towards the right side is dangerous. You can see better. So that's why you back to the driver's side. You can see better. Dry bulk tanks and hanging meats are unstable load. So this is some of the stuff I looked up. And I also looked up another agent for science fiction novels. If you're anyone interested in writing a book, this is a literary agent for science fiction. His name is Russell Gallen. Russell. Let me do this again. Russell. Russell Gallen. Galen. As another literary agent that you can use.